Coastal low pressures develop along South Africa's coastline during winter. They start in the northwest, then travel southwards along the south coast, and then up the east coast of the country. Coastal lows stick to the coastline as they travel. The movement of air around the central low pressure is clockwise in the southern hemisphere. Ahead of the coastal low, the winds are offshore. Behind the coastal low, the winds are onshore. This combination of offshore and onshore winds each create unique weather patterns. The air ahead of the coastal low blows offshore. These offshore winds are warm and dry and create clear conditions. Pay attention to weather stations ahead of the coastal low with clear skies created by the warm and dry offshore winds and a wind direction of northwest because of the clockwise rotation around the low pressure. So at the coastal low, you're going to find that in the southern hemisphere, the rotation of the wind is in a clockwise direction. Ahead of the coastal low, we have winds that blow from the coastline towards the ocean. These are called offshore winds. Because these winds originate over land, they are dry and warm. These warm, dry winds create clear conditions. It's important to also note that in this instance, these offshore winds that are warm and dry are in actual fact berg winds that develop along the coast of South Africa during the winter months. The air behind the coastal low blows onshore. Onshore winds are cool and moist and create cloudy skies. Pay attention to the weather stations behind the coastal low, which will have overcast skies because the air is cool and moist, and a wind direction of southwest because of the clockwise rotation around the low pressure zone. The rotation of the wind around the low pressure is clockwise. Behind the coastal low, we're going to have winds that blow onshore. In other words, they originate over the ocean and they blow onto the coastline. These winds are cool because they originate over a body of water, but these winds are also moist because the wind evaporates water as it blows over the ocean. These onshore winds that are cool and moist create cloudy and overcast conditions behind the coastal low. So very often you're going to find clear conditions ahead of the coastal low created by offshore winds that are warm and dry. However, you're going to find cloudy conditions behind the coastal low created by onshore winds that are cool and moist.